Hi everyone, Dave Mitchell from Bayview Renovations, and it's the end of week 2 of our Woodall Street project in Blackrock. A lot has been going on this week again, so let's get into it. So this week, my carpenters were here all week, and again, we've just framed out as per planned. So we've got lintels in, we've got niches all in, we've got back blocks for all our plumbing. We've now got our shaving cabinets in the walls, and I'm not quite sure if the new ceiling joists were up in this room last time when I did a video. However, we've had to cut a little bit more of the slab. So prior to doing any renovation, it's really hard to know what's actually underneath a lot of these older buildings, and this one being 1960s. So we actually thought that there'd be 100mm pipe underneath this floor for waste, but unfortunately there wasn't. So we've had to dig a huge hole, to expose the drainage so that we can tap into it to create a new toilet point here. Now we've gone to the extra effort where we're going to dig here under the footings and put it in properly rather than putting an ugly side throw toilet in underneath the window. So I'm pretty sure the clients will be extremely happy about that. So a little bit of dirt's come out, not too much. It wasn't too hard to dig, but all in all, it's worth going the extra mile to get the end result. So that's been done. Here we've just cut through the slab to slightly alter the drainage for the bath, for the new bath. And you can see here also the plumbers have been in and they have started running all of their water, hot and cold water lines. They've put, some mixers on the wall here. There's a mixer here for the shower, and you can see that niche there now in the shower. Really big niche along that wall with that huge lintel. And then of course you've got your water point up there on the wall for your twin function shower head. We've had to cut and dig this a little bit deeper just to get a little bit more room for altering the drainage in this shower base as well. I think a tiny bit more might need to come out. We'll sort it out on Monday. We'll also have to cut the slab here and just put a larger hole here to go down to put the pipes in underneath this wall, as I said, and connect onto the existing drainage right there. As mentioned, we cut around the hydronic heating pipes. That we've actually got to cut those a little bit bigger as well, so we can get the B-press on those. And we've put on the wall here the mixers and spouts for the twin bowl, or the twin basin vanity there. So that's all ready to be plumbed up as well. You can see we've run the hot and cold water, well, the cold water's been run up over through the ceiling and down over to this side here. So I'm not quite sure where they're going to run the hot water from, but they've basically run the cold at this point in time. And we've got all of our electrical in this main bathroom downstairs. So you've got 2 downlights here and here. We've got all the lines here for our heat light fan units. We've got our general power points here. We've got already installed is our power points inside the shaving cabinets. There's 2 of those inside for power points for electric toothbrushes and the like. And then obviously all of this cabling here, there's a lot of brand new cables. The entire room's been rewired, and we've got our standard lights. We've actually run tails in case there's not enough light from the heat light fan unit. We are going to have additional points of wires in the ceiling just in case we need to add additional light later on, because it is quite a large room. So it's easier to run cables now for future use just in case. So hopefully that makes sense. We had to do a bit of work for the hydronic heating guys. There's some pipe work up in there, up underneath the floor, and it runs all the way across, and that's for the kitchen and the lounge area. And we found this, we had to put this hole in the ceiling to get access into pipe work there, and also on this side here. So little bit of patchwork and a little bit excess painting that we'll have to do. In this room down here, I don't think we've done anything other than rip it out and prep it The plumbers have had a quick look and we'll sort it out next week. This toilet will come out this week. I've actually had a rental toilet delivered now. So that's really good. Now moving on into the downstairs ensuite. So this one, you can see the new water point there for the toilet. You can see the wall mixer on the wall there for the shower. The shower head point is up there. They've got to yet get water. Oh no, the cold water there. The water's there for it. And then all your hot and colds run through the walls there to the mixers. When you look around, so we've replaced all that copper the entire way from that feed in the wall there. So that's really good. And then over on this side, this vanity, we've got the mixer and spout in the wall there, and the shaving cabinet's been installed in this room as well. The other thing we did in here, we dropped the ceiling, just half the ceiling, just a little bit, which will look really, really good when it's done. And that's enabled us to put a big heat light fan unit right in the middle where you will stand outside the shower. Plus it'll get a really good fan, exhaust fan, and it will be able to go out the wall into that ventilation. You won't see the bottom of it. You can see we've drilled some holes in the timber up top, and that's so that the ventilation gets out. It's one thing to suck the air out of the room, but it's got to get out the wall, so that's why that's done. On this wall here, you can see the big shower niche that we've put in the wall there. So that's for your soap bottles and all that sort of stuff. And we've also cut the slab here in preparation for drainage. We've got to cut it a little bit bigger on this side here. We've notched out all of the studs there because the waste pipe for the vanity needs to run along through that wall and then out into this drainage point here. There's no waste point over there for that vanity. So, yeah, and all the electrical's done in here as well. You can see all the new cables hanging everywhere. So everything's done. Even in this little walk-in wardrobe, there's a new light that's been installed in the room. And you can see, actually, I can see there's a wire there for the vanity LED strip light as well. So that's all done too. So moving on, so the video is not too long. Upstairs, there's still a lot to get through actually. It's a big reno though. I'll just show this side. So we've removed that wall now, that non-load bearing wall there. All the walls going this way in the house, they're non-load bearing. So we removed that, we put a lintel up across the top, and that's where the kitchen bench will go across underneath there. And that looks really, really good. The hydronic heating was removed from here. So there's a bit of work done there. We built this little nib wall that comes out a little bit so that the pelmets run either side of it. And then inside the kitchen, what we've done over there's a big lintel in the wall there because there was a doorway there. It was originally going to be a cavity door, but we've decided to leave it open through discussions with the clients this week, and I think that's a great decision. It leaves a big opening, and it's a little bit higher than a door as well, so that'll look really good. So then we've just started doing all the wiring for the oven and power points and things like that. All the old stuff was removed, cleaned up. You can see all that's all removed and cleaned up now. And then on this side, same thing. I'm almost out of breath. It's all coming along in this room. So a lot of wiring being done. The guys are still going to be here next week for at least 3 days, I think, roughing in all the new wires and so forth. So the TV point was removed from there. It's been moved over to there. So the kitchen's coming along. I mean, you can see here, the guys have been looking at this area where the center, or the island bench will be. You can see there's new wires run to the bottom of the island bench there, and I'd say that's for dishwashers and different things like that. So moving on into the master, and we have framed for the powder. So that little section there, it might make more sense from this side. So that little section there that pops out into the bedroom, it'll be hidden inside the robe. You won't even know it's there. That's to create a little hand basin vanity for the powder room. where the toilet's going to go in that little space there. The doorway's from that side now only. There used to be a door on this side. We've filled the door in, so it's just a straight wall, and there'll be that whole wall is going to be a wardrobe, and it'll be hidden inside the wardrobe. So I'm walking now into the ensuite, and the ensuite feels huge. So this is the robe, in fact, here where I am now. And you can see the heights of the ceilings and everything now in here as well. So this back of the powder here has been framed. You can see in this little section here, that's where the in-wall cistern will go for the toilet. And then on that other side there, you can see in that little corner nook there, I'll go around a little bit later and you'll see that's where the little vanity is going to go. So that's going to be really cool. There's going to be a wardrobe across there and a wardrobe here. It's probably not making much sense. It's like so hard to get it all in. We've fixed the floor. So all of this section of flooring needed to be leveled. It was about 15 mil out of level. So we've just laminated big timber joist to the existing joist and made sure that it's all perfect. You can see now I'm looking at that there is the entrance into the ensuite. That little hole there is where the in-wall cistern goes. So the new toilet will be sitting here. We had to modify just one floor joist there so that the pipe for the toilet can go in underneath and into this void here. So there'll be a lot of plumbing happening this week. Probably take the guys a whole week. So I'm walking into the master ensuite now, and what we've done, we've packed that back wall out 35 mil. And we've actually removed the window here as well. And that big shaver is now sitting in the wall as well, recessed back into the wall. Now, the reason why we've packed it out 35 mil is so that we get out a little bit further away from that steel beam that runs through the floor there. It enables us to get our strip grate waste in the floor as planned. The shower's nice and long, and it also enables us just to get that little bit of extra height that we require for the twin function shower head. Now on this side here, you can see that we've got the big in-wall shaving cabinet. We're going to put the power points in the back of this one, not on the sides, because we've got some room behind it. It's a lot better to do it that way. And then obviously you'll have the wall hung vanity here. So we've cut and put our shower base in. You can see the strip grate there. That's all done in hardwood or KD as required to meet regs. And then obviously all of this has been reframed, and you can see the new height of the ceiling at 2.7 meters high. The ensuite will be, the walk-in robe will be the same height as well. It's not going to have that really big high rake ceiling anymore. And what that does, by putting a ceiling up there, it enables some storage. So in the robe, we're going to have a manhole, and this little section of flooring here will have, of ceiling here will have flooring on top of it. It'll just enable some storage space. Yeah, we're going to put a light up there and everything, so it's really good for them. So this is where our towel rails are going to go. So we'll back block for that next week. And we're going to put a really big niche in the wall there. It'll go to, I believe, this joist or this stud here, so we don't have to touch that stud at all. And it's still really, really long and off tile lines. So the boys have done a lot in 1 week. Yeah, I'm really proud of them as always. I'll just walk through this section here so I can show you this powder. So this is now coming from the living side of the house through the office and into the powder. This powder room will service the kitchen living area of the house now. So you can see here, this is where our toilet point will go in there. We've got the cistern that'll go in here. And then that little alcove that we've built, which I showed you before, that there will be a built-in vanity with a mirror on the back. And that'll be really, really cool as well. So hopefully everybody's following. Hopefully you can understand what we've done. I'm so excited for the clients. They've been unreal to work with. They're really beautiful people, and we're thrilled for them. So everything's coming along as planned. We're sort of across all of the problem areas. Getting on top of the downstairs toilet in the main bathroom is probably the biggest mission that we've got to get over on Monday. If we can get that all in and done, then we should be fine. Yeah, it's just onwards and upwards. So this week coming, we've got more carpentry, we've got more plumbing, we've got more electrical roughing, we've got some hydronic stuff happening later in the week, I think, and obviously potentially getting to some concreting downstairs once all the drainage is done. We'll see if we can start concreting the floors back in, do some grinding to create falls in the showers, get some self-leveler in preparation for plastering. All right, thanks for watching.